Welcome and thank you for listening today. My name is Tristan and my partner is Gabby. We will be talking to you about the use of green roof systems within the modern world.
So what is a green roof? A green roof is defined as a roof of a building that is covered with vegetation and media, planted over top of a layer of waterproofed material. Interest in green roofs have increased over recent years. Due to the potential, they have counteracted many of the environmental impacts of increasing urbanization in the modern world. In this presentation, we will discuss some of the benefits associated with green roof systems, as well as several of the design concerns related to their implementation. Some advantages of a green roof are that they add aesthetic appeal to the urban environment. Many physiological and psychological benefits could be provided by adding green roofs to our urban centers. People working in office buildings could have the opportunity to take their breaks sitting on top of a green roof, helping to provide a calming effect. Green roofs also increase the amount of habitat available to different organisms, improving the level of biodiversity. Another advantage is that they have benefits such as mitigating the risk of flash flooding, thus helping with stormwater management. Also, green roofs reduce energy costs and help to mitigate the urban heat island effect. Green roofs have disadvantages as well, such as cost. Green roofs are expensive to build, maintain, and are not easily accessible to the public.
So there are two main types of green roofs, extensive and intensive. First we'll start with extensive green roofs. Extensive green roofs are comprised by a relatively shallow soil depth ranging between 3 inches and 6 inches. Extensive green roofs have great potential in the realms of stormwater management as well as building insulation. Because of the shallow soil depth, these roofs do not support as wide a range of plant diversity when compared to intensive roofs. The trade-off is that even though there is a less potential for biodiversity, there also is less maintenance requirements typically. Lower costs are also associated with extensive systems, both in maintenance and installation. This makes their implementation much more economically feasible. Extensive roofs are typically non-irrigated, although some may incorporate irrigation systems depending on the design. Another reason extensive roofs may be preferred over intensive roofs is because there is a reduced need for structural changes to an existing building, making them a more viable option when addressing current environmental problems.
Intensive green roofs have a deeper soil depth than extensive green roofs. Soil depth of intensive green roofs are greater than 6 inches, allowing for a wider range of plant diversity. Vegetation at larger sizes can be incorporated into intensive systems, including shrubs and trees. Intensive green roofs are designed to allow for human accessibility, making landscaping a necessary element. They require greater levels of maintenance compared to the extensive systems, largely due to the wide range of plant diversity. Along with this, intensive green roofs will also depend on supplemental irrigation to support the longevity of the planted material. Although more costly, the environmental benefits of intensive green roofs are greater than extensive. Specifically, the improvements in biodiversity and air quality. Green roofs reduce the heat fluctuation through the roof, and less energy for cooling or heating can lead to significant cost savings. Conventional roofs absorb radiation, which then raises the temperature in highly populated urban areas. This is known as urban heat island effect. By improving energy efficiency and addressing the urban heat island effect. Excessive heat can also lead to low quality air because the hotter a city gets, the more energy goes into cooling systems. When the building gets hot inside, it uses more air conditioning, which then uses more electricity and wastes more energy. It not only results in more heat being released into the air, but also contributes to air pollution, as more greenhouse gas emissions are discharged. So why are green roofs important here? Scientists have been researching and have found that using alternative surfaces and green roofs will lower the temperature of the air in cities. A modeling study found that adding green roofs to 50% of the available surfaces in downtown Toronto would cool the entire city by 0.1 to 0.8 degrees Celsius. Since a green roof reduces the temperature in the surrounding area, it could save billions of dollars every year in energy costs. This is true for different reasons. In summer, the green roof protects the building from direct solar heat, and in winter, the green roof minimizes heat loss through adding insulation on the roof.
Stormwater management. Green roofs can be effective in both urban and rural areas as a solution to managing rainwater drainage. Green roofs reduce the amount of stormwater runoff created from impervious rooftop surfaces. Stormwater management is done as one of the main benefits of a green roof. Due to excessive amounts of urban development, many hard surfaces have been added to our cities. These cannot absorb water, and precipitation needs somewhere to go. This produces the problem of stormwater runoff, which needs management. This can put stress on city sewer systems as it can only hold so much water. If there is heavy rainfall and the sewer system is running at maximum capacity, flooding may occur. When this runoff is causing flooding, it won't become treated, so pollutants such as oil, gas, chemicals, and sediment will stay in the runoff water, which could eventually hurt ecosystems, thus increasing the need for water treatment. During rain events, rain will penetrate the soil of the green roof slowly. This will help slow down the flow rate of runoff and help regulate the flow entering the sewer system, preventing it from reaching maximum capacity. Average runoff retention of green roof ranges from between 10% and 60%, depending on the magnitude and length of rain events. Green roof systems manage stormwater before it drains off the roof, addressing the stormwater issue at the source rather than after the runoff has been collected. Green roof design. Now that we knew some of the benefits a green roof can provide, where do we start? First, a good design has to be created. So who's responsible for designing a green roof? Engineers, architects, and landscape architects are all involved in the design of a green roof system. Architects and engineers must consider structural requirements, such as building materials, waterproofing, height restrictions, minimum slope requirements, ventilation, grading, and drainage. Other properties that are considered in green roof construction include live, dead, and transient loads, snow loads, material density, and building codes. From this, structural engineers are able to create loading diagrams of the structure, allowing for the proper size of building supports to be selected. Factors including water consumption, fertilizer usage, weight, and depth of root balls, as well as irrigation requirements, are also taken into account. Such considerations are of importance to landscape architects involved in the design process. Great attention should be paid to selecting the growing medium, as this is the most critical element affecting stormwater retention and runoff water quality. Depending on the objectives of a green roof, plant material should also be selected accordingly. The types of plants used can provide varying degrees of benefits linked to biodiversity and aesthetics. It's important to select the right plant for the right location, especially when designing a green roof. And here you'll see two images. The one on the left shows two construction workers laying out reservoir sheets, which help with the drainage of a green roof. And on the right, you'll see a chart just talking about some of the numbers associated with the different types of plant material that could be used in a green roof system. Just take a look for a minute to help yourself understand the chart.
In summary, installing green roofs is one option that we can reduce the negative impact of development while providing numerous environmental, economic, and social benefits. Furthermore, the construction and the maintenance of green roofs can help supply businesses opportunities for roofing contractors, plant growers, landscape designers, and other green industry parties while addressing the issue of environmental stewardship. Thank you for your time and listening to our presentation. That concludes our presentation on green roof systems.